All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about an artist here. His name is Kandinsky. And so let's just first of all, let's just look at his artwork here. So this is an artwork. You probably have seen this before. I have it. I have something similar hanging up in my classroom. The first thing you probably notice right away is that it's a whole bunch of geometric shapes and lines. Like geometric shapes and lines. Remember, geometric shapes, they come from um, mathematical ideas. And the artist that we're looking at, his name is Kandinsky. He was somebody who would love to listen to music, and then once he would listen to the music, he would be able to see what he was hearing, and then he would translate that to his artwork. So you can see right here where maybe this is a cymbal and or maybe they're drum beats, or I don't know, keys on the piano, something like that. So let's learn a little bit more about Kandinsky. All right, on this page, we learn a little bit about who he is. Kandinsky trained as a lawyer. He was inspired by music. He chose to work in the abstract style, so he could actually draw what he saw, but he chose to work abstractly. You may find sometimes in your artworks you like to keep some stuff kind of unfinished and more abstract, and other stuff you like to have more detailed and realistic. And those are choices that we make as artists. He is considered the first abstract artist. He might have had something called synesthesia, which is this word right down here. And synesthesia means you confuse one sense with the other. So you're eating something, but then while you're eating it, you're eating a hamburger, but you're hearing music as you chomp down on your hamburger. But really, he heard music but saw colors. So he would go to a concert and he would be able to hear the concert, but as he was listening to it, all of these colors would appear in his vision. And at the end there, we could see where he lived from 1866 to 1944. So the next one. Now, if we were to compare this to this picture here, we would say, okay, like the first picture, there's a lot of color. It's abstract. I can't really tell exactly what it is that he was looking at when he created this. And unlike the first picture where we have geometric shapes, in this picture here we have a lot of organic shapes, or shapes that are inspired by nature. He also, when he was creating this artwork here, he was listening to music and trying to get it to work for him. And this is what he created. This is actually one of his first abstract pieces. So you can sort of see that there's elements of it looks like maybe he was drawing some kind of animal over here. And so there's kind of some elements where if you stare at them long enough, you might be able to give them a name, but most likely you cannot. Your job today is going to be to create an artwork combining music and art. So I would have your materials out. I would get out your get out paint, brushes, maybe a ruler or some shapes that you can trace. And then I would go through and just listen to some songs and then pick one that you really like. I have down here on the bottom, there are two different links. There's two different links at the bottom here. One is going to open up a video that has music and it paints a Kandinsky painting for you, while the other link, if you tap on it, will take you to a different YouTube video that has a cartoon about who Kandinsky was, and it's kind of fun. All right, so I want you guys to pick out a favorite song. It can be instrumental only, or it can have words, whatever it is that you want to. I would listen to it one time first, and then maybe get some pencils out and do a little sketch on a piece of paper, and then later go back and while you're adding color, listen to the song again, and then whatever you come up with, share with me on the Google Classroom stream.